when I got the jab, I felt something inside of me, like if it was an ancestor kind of crying out to me saying, why are you doing this to me, right? And so in this moment, I had my ancestors with me, thanking me for what I was doing, for cleansing my body. And so they were there with me. And so it was kind of off and on, off and on. There was a lot of mucus. Like, how can one person, sort of like that sort of thing? It was a lot. And the thing is, it actually lasted for exactly 8 hours for me.
Wow.
It was
So
exactly.
let me ask you, how was it coming out? Were you vomiting, going to the bathroom? Like, what was taking place?
I was vomiting. I was going to the bathroom. My nose was running. My eyes was running. And for my ladies, it comes out of there too.
Wow.
So like my yoni was like going through stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I always,
total cleanse right there.
total
Okay.
cleanse. Yes.
Let them know. Let them know. It's okay.
Yes. Total complete cleanse. It had gotten so aggressive around hour 5 that I had to put a towel down on the bathroom floor because stuff was coming out of everywhere.
Wow.
But it wasn't anything painful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just
was just releasing
it was just
mucus.
releasing. Yeah,
right.
It was
and
just
to
releasing.
see it. Right. I get you. Go ahead.
And the smell. Oh my God. If you ever smelled garbage juice before, like that's what it's like. The smell was like garbage juice, like the smell of the mucus.
So this duck flower pulled out all of these toxins, you're saying, from everywhere in the body.
From everywhere in the body. So after that, immediately when the 8 hours was over, the first thing that I noticed was I got another tip. Every time that you purge, make sure that you are rehydrating yourself. That is so important.
Yes, please let them know. You could do coconut water. You could do water with cucumber, but please drink water the entire 8 hours of the fast. Like, I do recommend that. Yup, you can drink some tea as well. So yeah, you stayed hydrated throughout the 8 hours, and you were vomiting, using the bathroom, everything. Nothing painful, but it was a frequent ride and trips to the bathroom, and you seen a lot of stuff, and toxins coming out, and all of this stuff that was stored up in the body that was getting you sick. And you saying you were sick, for multiple months.
Mm-hmm.
So now what happened after the 8 hours concluded and the ride's over?
So immediately after the ride was over, I felt so much better. I felt lighter. I felt like my mind was clear. I didn't even realize my mind was so foggy. Like, my mind was clear.
Yeah.
I felt joy. Like, I wasn't, for all of 22, I wasn't happy. I thought I was, but this, I was on some type of like spiritual high or something, some type of cloud once it was done. And another thing I didn't realize was I was carrying a lot of water weight, and I had been fighting with that in 2022. So I was taking a lot of herbs to like get rid of the water, get rid of the excess water that I was carrying. All of that was gone. I'm a mom of 3, so I had a fupa, and like for all of 2022, I was looking like I was pregnant all over again. That had gone away. And this was literally after, like, these are results after the 8 hours.
Wow. And because all of this is just chronic inflammation.
Yep.
A lot of us are walking around with it, by the foods we eat, and it's hard for the body to break down these foods, so it just sits in the body, and it turns into what Sabi would call the dis-ease, the dying of the cells, because like you said, you were getting sick and your body's getting attacked from all different places, because once the organs become compromised, it's an all-out free-for-all. And a lot of the issues that we have in the body will show up on the skin, right? That's why you were mentioning the eczema situation, because your skin is the body's largest organ. Mm-hmm. So the skin is going to tell us, what's going on inside. But what happened with the issues you said with the eczema?
Oh, that went away. I think that was gone. It started to clear up the second day. By day 3, it's completely gone now. Wow. It's been like a week since I did it, so it's gone now. I used to have extreme, like, my scalp was really dry. That's gone away now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were saying that you tried other fasts before. What other fast did you try?
I tried the water fast. I did like a 14-day water fast. I tried intermittent fasting. This is I'm laughing because I felt like I was a little crazy doing this one. But I even tried like a 40-day herbal, like just herbs for 40
Yeah,
days.
gotcha.
I tried that too.
But
And
what was the results from those previous fasts?
there wasn't really any results, to be honest. Like I would of course from a visual standpoint I would lose weight because of it. But then what will happen is once I start eating again, my body freaks out because it's like, oh my God, food.
Yeah,
So it wants to
it goes back to it. But
yeah.
what you can come to the conclusion of, right? You've seen that, all right, you can fast because there's benefits in intermittent fasting, there's benefits in water fasting, but first we have to clean out, right?
Yeah, yes,
The detox
absolutely.
has to be from a cellular level based upon the chronic inflammation that a lot of us suffer from, right?
Yes.
Because of the diets, right? And a lot of these foods, the ingredients, this stuff is attacking our melanin at the core, So a lot of us, could benefit from this particular detox because you're not going to get the maximum benefits from those other detoxes if you don't really clean out the excess mucus or the chronic inflammation, right? Because mucus itself isn't a bad thing. That's our body's own system that helps to fight foreign things that enter the immune system. But chronic inflammation takes place when the body starts to attack itself. It can't find the enemy, and the body starts to become an enemy of itself, and then the disease sets in. So what happened after the eczema cleared up? Was there any other benefits that you've seen?
Yeah. So I even noticed like my toes. So I noticed that my toes, so my toenails would have like yellow coloration, like almost like fungus.
Right.
And like, so I want to say maybe 5 days after the detox, like that even started clearing up. Now, like my toes are completely clean. I don't need to wear fingernail polish on my toes.
Wow. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Salute to health. Salute to health. And
Yeah.
all of this is from that duck flower because the benefits of the duck flower, it's made of carbon and iron, right? And our body needs iron. See, when you said you took the herb fast, right? And I'll bring you back in because the countdown is coming in, but just request yourself back in, I'll bring you back up. But
Okay.
I'll just finish this point. The duck flower, the benefits of the duck flower, it actually pulls out the mucus in places that certain herbs can't get to. But the benefits of having iron in the body, you could take all the herbs you want, but if you're iron deficient, your body can't absorb any of the benefits from the herbs you take. So that's why when you did the herb fast, you didn't really get the benefits because you might have been iron deficient. You see, and the duck flower is 100% iron. And the benefits of iron, it detoxifies the blood. So if we're eating foods that's harming us and foods that we can't break down in the system, it ends up directly in the bloodstream. That's why you have the issues with the toes and all that. That's neuropathy. That's dealing with nerve damage. So a lot of the foods that, turn into disease after a while because it's still sitting in our systems, it becomes, an issue and the blood can't circulate properly. So once you take that duck flower and you do the detox, it's like the body's getting a 100% surge of iron to reset the system. And it cleanses the blood. It, like the sister said, she had mucus coming out of her eyes, mucus coming out of her nose, mucus coming out of her yoni. You know what I'm saying? Mucus coming out everywhere. But that's that chronic inflammation that, when it's sitting in places for too long, it turns into a cancer, turns into this, turns into that, right? And the doctor just starts diagnosing us. But he never talks about the diet, right? Because you mentioned you were eating foods that your body didn't agree with. And the minute you stop taking these things and then you cleaned out, you seen your skin clear up. You seen all these issues that were developing. So imagine if someone goes 2 years, 3 years, they never clean out. Never clean out. You could do a solid diet for 2 years But if you never clean out before you start that diet, you'll never get the benefits. So